going back to the Titanic, which we're going to be doing a hold-up video for. Shameless plug. Drop my controller. Shameless plug.
Hey guys, we're the Backtrack Brothers. Thanks for checking out this video.
Today, I picked out a trailer that Mason hasn't seen before.
And I'm going to try and guess the plot.
Check it out.
Hello, I am Howard Mirziak, founder and president of Lacuna Incorporated. Do I remember a destructive love affair? Here at Lacuna, we have perfected a safe, effective technique for the focused erasure of troubling memories. In a matter of hours, our patented, non-surgical procedure will rid you of painful memories and allow you a new and lasting peace of mind.
That's a pretty good idea.
Imagine possible.
Right?
This is a hoax, right? I assure you no. Is there any risk of brain damage? It's on a par with a night of heavy drinking. Nothing you'll miss.
Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah. This cast is
comedy,
unreal.
I'm guessing. Kate Winslet.
Kirsten Dunst. Look at this cast. It's unreal.
Seems like it'd blow a 80s kid's brains out.
Hold on. Can you hear me? I don't want this anymore. What's going on?
That yelling really confused me.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
For me at least, the beginning told me a lot.
Okay.
It told me that there was the memory loss, a procedure that the doctors could perform where they take out bad memories, so you're left with a clean slate and a good life.
Okay.
There was one shot of the trailer which kind of caught me, and it was the people disappearing in the mall. And Jim Carrey, I'm assuming, he gets the procedure done, gets these bad memories wiped. But what I think happens, for me at least, the trailer didn't really give me anything. And I might notice something like after Alex tells me what the actual story is, that like, oh, the trailer did this and that supports that. But for me, I feel like Jim Carrey's character got a wrong memory removed. And
like an incorrect memory? Like something
that he didn't want to go away, went away. And
okay, gotcha.
He forgets this important thing, like someone in his family, or that girl, I'm gonna say Kate Winslet's character.
Okay.
I think he forgets they've had a relationship and he forgets who she is. I think the whole movie is about rediscovering their relationship and figuring out things and trying to get Jim Carrey to remember Kate Winslet. I think it's gonna have comedy and drama involved just because of the actors in it.
Yeah, so that's Mason's Guess the Plot. Is there anything in terms of what were like the big questions about the movie that you got after watching the trailer? Because I'll say I purposely picked a trailer that was tonally weird, right?
Yeah.
Like it started very happy music and like had this romance. Now they brought this procedure to start, but kind of like the tone seemed that way. But you could see by the end of the trailer, tone kind of shifted, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It kind of implemented a little bit of like the horror, like kind of, or just eerie vibe and feel. I'm
glad you picked that up.
And it started with like, whatever that, I don't know the name of that song, but I always hear it a ton of times. It's usually played during like, people walking down the street really happy, snapping their fingers and like with a song in their head. But like, went from that to, like the build up and Jim Carrey, I think his character
Jim screaming, I don't want this to happen anymore.
Exactly. And whatever happens, I don't know, but it's not good. And he is really upset that he doesn't remember his wife and all that, and that he believes that they did do all this stuff.
He wanted. So you're saying he wanted to get some memory taken away, but he didn't want the memory taken of Kate Winslet, however he's related to her, whether it's marriage or whatever, right?
Exactly.
Makes sense. All right, so you ready to break this down?
Yeah.
All right, so you're actually pretty close. So what happens is, as you can tell from the beginning of the trailer, there's this new procedure that's offered, right? That allows you to have bad memories taken away, to take it out of your head, right? What the service offers, it could be relationships. It's mostly personal relationships, right? So, for example, you see one person who's going through this, and she's trying to get rid of the memories of her dog, because she had her dog forever, and it was so painful for her to lose that dog. She just wanted to have those memories of her dog just removed from her memory forever.
Yeah.
So for them to do that, you have to bring like a box of all of your personal items that remind you of this thing, and then they use that in like this psychotherapy where they actually go in, use that to trigger memories, and then they find those memories in your brain and delete them. Like imagine they're going into a folder, like if your brain's a computer, they're opening your memory folders and they're going in and they're doing like, all right, here's
dragging it to the trash.
Yeah, well they're saying like, all right, keyword, snow globe. This snow globe brings up this memory, drag to the trash, like you just said. So that's basically the procedure that they're doing. Where Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet come in, obviously we are now roaming into real spoiler territory, and I'm not gonna go all the way because I know Mason hasn't seen this and I want you to see this. It's a really good movie.
Got it.
Jim Carrey is trying to get rid of the memory of Kate Winslet.
So I was right.
They have some type of relationship. I'm not gonna go too far into it because I want to give you some you and the viewers that haven't seen it yet. I want you to have some meat on the bone still to grip onto when you're watching this. They have some type of relationship, and at some point during the procedure, he realizes he doesn't want it to go through. Without knowing all the mechanics of exactly how they do this procedure, you don't know how they're gonna do that or if it's even possible.
Yeah.
But yes, to your point, you were bringing up the scene where like the people were disappearing. That's him conscious within the subconscious of his memory. Things are being deleted. The people are going. That's literally the memory being deleted.
So is it like the process of, in order for her to forget her, she has to forget all these other people?
He has to. They have to delete everything. Right. So their mutual friends, gotta get rid of those memories. You gotta get rid of all the memories that bring up that person. So that's why it's so important. You need to, not only do you collect those personal items and bring them in so that they can use them as a reference for triggering your memories, it's also you need to get rid of all those things so that after you clear your memory, you don't trip across them and then re-trigger something. So there's also that aspect of it.
Wow.
But what's great is it's not just Jim Carrey. You realize this is now something that a lot of people are doing. You think it's just a small local case, and then you realize the scope gets bigger and bigger throughout the whole movie, which is really cool. So you start thinking, oh, okay, this is just one way to get bad memories of your ex-girlfriend. And then you realize people are doing it to get rid of memories of their dogs. And then you start thinking about what are other things that you could use this to forget about. And then it starts becoming this whole thing. It's really, really interesting. And one thing I know you know about me, Mason, viewers may not know this yet, I love movies that play with time. I like when you jump around. And that's what's great about this movie. For them to go through and delete the memories, they work in reverse chronological order. And literally the movie is them going reverse chronologically through Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet's relationship. So you see it at the worst of worst when they break up, he's making this decision, and you work back to when they first met and find out why they fell in love in the first place and why I'm getting chills over my body right now. So you find out why they fell in love in the first place, and it kind of all pieces together, and that's part of why he ends up realizing, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, and then this whole thing. It's a complete mind fuck. It'll make you reevaluate and think about what's important to you in a relationship. It'll make you think about how you treated people and the value of memories and what it means to deal with emotional troubles. Because you know what? Sometimes, I'm sure most people, you and other people have heard this as well, for you to enjoy the sunny days, you need a few rainy days, right? So it's kind of taking that and saying, what if we just got rid of all the rainy days? How would you feel? How would you act? I mean, you saw the star-studded cast, and that's because all of these performers read the script and were like, this is freaking cool concept and really interesting. And like, you know, like Kirsten Dunst and Mark Ruffalo and all of them, like they're not in minuscule roles, but they're in small roles. And at the time, it wasn't long after Mark Ruffalo was in Spotlight. Kirsten Dunst was in Spider-Man before this. Like they were stars and they were accepting doing little roles. And you'll see that with these cool artsy films, for sure. But yeah, it's an amazing romance film. Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey have great chemistry, both negative and positive. Going back to the Titanic, which we're gonna be doing a hold-up video for. Shameless plug. Drop my controller. Shameless plug. Kate Winslet, she's amazing in Titanic. She's amazing in this as well, and a totally different energy. Instead of like that pompous rich girl bitch energy as she has in Titanic, she's the manic pixie girl in this movie, and it's she does an amazing job. Probably the best portrayal of it, in my opinion. Maybe next to Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which you haven't seen that yet, right?
No.
We're watching that. We have to watch that one.
Dude, we have like, how many movies at this point have you said we have to watch it? There has to be. We have 50 movies lined up now.
That's a minimum. That's a minimum. This channel is going to have plenty of content. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. All right. Check out the movie, guys. Thanks for checking out this video.
Like and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about the movie in the comments below.
Let us know if there's any movies you want us to watch. Who knows? Maybe we'll watch them together.